I just realized I was in mute. Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So tonight, unfortunately, I had some mic issues. Also, we have Prime Trust, a Bitcoin custodian that has collapsed. This is no good. Are we having another FTX moment? Well, let's discuss this, and let's discuss the impact it has on the entire industry. Let's do this. Welcome, guys. Sorry, I was a little distracted. Had some mic issues, but you know what? Bitcoin does not care. Bitcoin is still holding strong at 30,500. In fact, I think Bitcoin would have moved even more had we not gotten this Prime Trust debacle. Okay. It's not just Bitcoin. The entire market cap is still up. You can see up 0.77%. For most part, people are ignoring what has happened. But what did happen? What's this thing about Prime Trust? Well, a few days ago, we heard this. BitGo, which was trying to buy Prime Trust, pulled out. And then TrueUSD, TUSD, was becoming depegged. And this was approximately like a week ago. And why is this? Well, because TrueUSD used Prime Trust as a fiat on-ramp, off-ramp system. So Prime Trust not only is a custodian, but they also operate as a fiat on-ramp, off-ramp. So when it became known that Prime Trust may be insolvent, well, people were afraid that TrueUSD was going to collapse. That's why people were shorting it. And that's why TrueUSD actually started depegging for a little bit. But then since then, it's been steady and has recovered, okay? But this gave us our first indication of problems with Prime Trust, okay? And today, Nevada files to place crypto Prime Trust into receivership. Basically, they were shut down and seized, right? And this was, again, due to a lot of red flags already. BitGo, which was in talks to buy them, all of a sudden pulled out, probably saw their books and realized what kind of a mess they were in. Maybe they reported it or maybe others reported it. But whatever the case, they have been taken over. Now, the reason why this is so bad is because they don't have a whole bunch of money. They owe about $85 million in fiat to their clients, yet they only have about $3 million on hand. The company owes a further $69.9 million in crypto and has 68.6. Actually, that's actually wrong. There's actually a lot more than that. Basically, bottom line is Prime Trust does not have enough money. Okay, that's the situation. But where did it go? Where did it go? Is this an FTX moment? Did they like invest poorly or what's the deal? No, actually, it's due to incompetency, I think. So get this. And this is going all the way back to 2021. So they've been hiding this since 2021, apparently. They had this deal with Fireblocks, which is a custodian. So they had these legacy wallets and these new wallets. And supposedly, they were storing their money with Fireblocks, and then somehow they wanted to pull out. So Fireblocks, what they did was deposit all the customer assets into legacy wallets that are controlled by Prime Trust. But somehow management of Prime Trust lost the keys to those legacy wallets. So I don't still understand that part, how they were able to lose their keys and why they had these legacy wallets and these new wallets. It's a little confusing, but basically they lost the keys and they could not access it. They had tens of millions of crypto basically stored in wallets that they have no access to. Right? So basically, they owe $155 million to its customers overall, fiat plus crypto, but it only has about half of it, about 72 million. Okay. And since 2021, what they've been doing is using the money that's been coming in and trying to buy crypto with it. So they've been trying to patch the lost crypto in those wallets apparently since 2021. They've been taking the money that they've been getting and trying to use it and thinking that they could somehow cover this up and then try to sell themselves to BitGo. But once BitGo saw the books, they're like, no way, right? So is it really incompetency? Yes, but now it could be criminal, right? I'm sure this is going to be investigated, and they will see if the owners of Prime Trust, if they participated in legal activities, which it sounds like they did, right? Using customer funds and trying to rebuy back crypto, hiding their thing, and all this stuff, right? And the thing is, it gets worse. Somehow, hopefully this is not true, but you have someone that's also reporting that the auditor, okay, the auditor that Prime Trust was using to audit TrueUSD, because TrueUSD was using Prime Trust as a fiat on-ramp, off-ramp. So the auditor that's been auditing the TrueUSD within Prime Trust is the same auditor that used to audit FTX's books. So think about that. Somehow that auditor changed their name and was able to get a new job with Prime Trust. I don't know how that works, and I don't know how they're able to continue to operate if this is true, right? But yeah. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, out of what Prime Trust has, 88% of what they hold is in audio and audios. For some reason, they have a huge amount in audio. They must really like Audius, or they supported them or whatever. So now there's probably some fear about that. They have to liquidate that to kind of repay back its creditors or its customers, right? So I don't know why 88% is held in audio. That's just kind of ridiculous. But basically, that's what happened, to sum up, right? And there might be more to the story, but basically, you have a company that's supposed to be a trusted custodian, lost keys to wallets that they should have access to, lost crypto, try to hide it, and now this is where we are, right? As far as I know, I don't know of any other major companies that store their crypto in Prime Trust. It seems like the damage is about $70 million, okay? So it's nowhere as big as FTX, looking at billions, okay? And nothing as big as Celsius and Voyager and all these other guys in TrueUSD, all in the billions. So luckily, it seems like Prime Trust is smaller. The contagion is probably much smaller, right? I haven't heard of much companies, at least it hasn't been reported, that they've held everything on Prime Trust, right? But maybe we're going to hear more about that in the coming days. Bottom line is this. Even though we may think, okay, some of these, quote, big boys, okay, they're trustworthy custodians, you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? And I'm not saying every custodian can't be trusted, but this is prime example. I'm not trying to throw innuendo there or anything. This is an example of, hey, you thought that they would be able to safeguard your crypto, and they were not, right? So still, self-custody is still the best course of action. Now, again, I don't know how many projects are affected, okay? TrueUSD says that it use other fiat on-ramp, off-ramp systems now. So TrueUSD should be okay. That's what they're saying. I don't know if there's any other projects or dApps that, again, store their crypto on Prime Trust. We don't know. But, that's kind of the summary of it. And it sucks. Hopefully none of you guys have money on there. Self-custody is still the best, right? What did they say? Not your keys, not your crypto. Still, words to live by. But the good news is, okay, Bitcoin is really unaffected by this. The entire market cap is not affected by this. So I think most people think, well, the contagion can't be that big because Bitcoin and crypto are still in green, still moving forward, right? And unfortunately, this overshadows some good news. Again, more ETF buzz. I hate to keep bringing up this BlackRock thing, right? But BlackRock kind of started it. This morning, I talked about leverage Bitcoin ETF. My mistake, I thought this was going to launch next Tuesday, but no, it was actually today. And already saw $4.2 million in trading volume. So this is the very first leveraged Bitcoin futures-based ETF, not spot ETF, but this is the first of its kind. The SEC has never, ever, ever allowed a leveraged Bitcoin futures ETF to exist, but it does now, okay? But that's not all. Guess who else is jumping in the game? Fidelity, it's been reported out now, Fidelity is readying a new spot Bitcoin ETF. This is after they came out their own exchange, and they're backing this new exchange, EDX, right? And they already offer a whole plethora of things, but they are jumping in the game. They got like $4 trillion in assets. They are absolutely huge, and they are, of course, jumping in, FOMOing into this Bitcoin ETF craze. So this is actually really good news, really big news. Unfortunately, this Prime Trust thing kind of overshadowed a little bit, but nevertheless, this is good, and more FOMO is coming, and things are still moving according to plan. Here's one that talks about Bitcoin has officially flipped a 50 moving average on the monthly chart. Okay, and again, when it has done so in the past, it's been very, very bullish. Very bullish indeed. Are we going to see a very bullish July? Are we going to see Bitcoin go to 36, 40, 42,000 in July? That could be right around the corner, but what about 2024 and what about 2025? Are we going to see Bitcoin skyrocket to 200,000? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but right now, the TA looks good. The fundamentals look good. Everything is pointing in the right direction. And obviously with FOMO of institutions, it's looking pretty darn good. And of course, it's not just Bitcoin. The entire crypto market is going up, even though Bitcoin is stronger, but still. Ethereum could be hitting 3,000 soon because its balance, again, drops to an all-time low. Okay, the ETH on exchanges continues to drop back to 2016 levels. Think about that. And if it continues to go, it will be below its 2016 level, which would basically, it's an unknown territory right now, right? And whales continue to buy, just like with Bitcoin and just like with so many other crypto right now, the whales and institutions are buying up, and even, of course, retail investors that has been DCing over the years. They've been buying up too. There's going to be a squeeze, a supply squeeze, basically. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Normal day as usual in crypto. Let's do some Q&A. Oh, let's see. What did I miss? The mute. Prime Trust rugged. Crime Trust. Anyone listen to Creed? I do. I love Creed. Keep your crypto in cold storage, self-custody. Very, very important. Guess we break above 31K after Fidelity ETF filing. Yes. Fidelity is huge. They're like right behind BlackRock in terms of asset manager. Okay, about half the size of BlackRock, but still like top 5, if not top 2. I haven't done the research, but they're right up there. They are absolutely huge. And they've been very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto for a long time. Pedro, do you think we're in a bear market right now? No. We already started a new bull market. The bull cycle has begun already. We're just at the very beginning of it, not at the tail end. Should I buy BlackRock and Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF? Kevin, if you're ready in crypto and you could buy physical Bitcoin, that is way better than buying synthetic ETF. However, there are many that rather not deal with custodians like Prime Trust and not deal with self-custody. They rather buy a stock, right? So it's kind of like the next best thing for them. What do you think about Pepe? There's nothing to say. What can you say about a meme coin? They're not doing anything. Can it go up? Sure. Can it go down? Sure. Is there any justification? No. Don't know what's going to happen to them, right? But pretty impressive that they're still holding where they are. They recently dropped to like 300 million, and they have doubled it now, 600 million. But can they fall back down again? Yes. I mean, Paul Fresh says, stop playing with Stone Crypto Winter. Bitcoin is at 30,000. And you still say that's crypto winter. So at what level would you consider not being in winter? 40 or 50? Do you realize how much higher we are from the last crypto winter? We're 10 times higher. Bitcoin fell to $3,000 in 2018. Okay? It fell to $3,800 in 2020. We're approximately 10 times higher. So I don't know at what level would you consider not being in winter, but 30,500 looks pretty good to me, considering that we still have about 10 months before the next halving event. We go slowly trend back up, and then afterwards, I'm not on my 7th beer. I actually hit the gym today. I tweeted out, I hate deadlifts. I hate deadlifts. Worst exercise ever. Probably worse than squats. But you know, I figured out the things that you hate doing the most at the gym are the ones that are probably most beneficial. So I'll start forcing myself to do the stuff that I hate, which includes deadlifts and squats and pull-ups, which I can't do. I love bench, but not good at it anymore. So really go concentrate on the big muscle groups. I used to deadlift three plates. I have pictures to prove it, but I'm nowhere close to it. Like just one plate for me right now. Is Cardano in trouble? I don't think Cardano's in trouble. It seems to be holding just fine. Do you have a Discord chat for this channel, or is your comments a safe place to discuss? Discuss what? Depends on what you're trying to discuss. I don't know. Sounds a little sus, as the young kids say it these days. BNB is just fine. BNB is just fine. Binance is still fine. BNB, you could see, is sitting at number 4, $37 billion. It's a large cap. It's a large cap. It's not going to go anywhere. Are aliens bullish or bearish? I think it'll probably be bearish for crypto if aliens showed up. Is Killer Whales a competitor to the next crypto gem? Yes. Yes, it is. Although I have no idea what format they're doing. They seem to have just gotten a whole bunch of influencers, but they're like guest judges, and I don't know what their format is. I know what the format is for the next crypto gem, and I think it's going to be really good. People will like it. People are going to really like it. And that's coming out next month. People are upset with Charles chasing aliens instead of working on the blockchain. Is he still chasing aliens? I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but help us out, Casper. I don't know enough about it. I just know Casper. Supposedly Casper and Cadena, they fight all the time. That's what I hear, but I don't know what they fight about. Supremacy of what's a better blockchain. I don't know, but I can't really talk about Casper. If BTC hits 200K this cycle, what did the bears say? I don't know. Even now, what could they say? Like, there's really little they could say now. I mean, Bitcoin has proven itself, despite all odds, despite the SEC on attack, despite horrible macro conditions, despite a war that's going on, despite countries around the world being in recession. Bitcoin is still at $30,000. Like, what else can you say? Is it being used? Yes, worldwide. Is it being adopted by the institutions? Yes. Are more services coming on board? Yes. I mean, what else can you say, right? Bears will just regret it when Bitcoin hit 200 or 600 or $1 million. They'll just regret it, and there's nothing else to say about that. Crypto make crypto. I'm not even gonna repeat what you said. It's so stupid. It's funny. Anyways, give you guys an update. Since crypto has been coming up, you guys should consider attending the VIP party. Actually, a lot more people are coming. Today I talked to a lot more. We got like 60 plus now, and it's growing, and a lot of fans are now thinking about showing up. It's gonna be a good event. A lot of insiders, a lot of people in the industry, but also the fans are building up. So just want to give you guys an update on this. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Josh Marks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to help you. Cadena is going. Man, word travels fast. How did you hear that? I did reach out to Cadena team. I sent them an invite. I love to have Will and Stuart attend the party. They may. They didn't give okay yet, but I mean, word is spreading fast. I've invited a lot of you know, big names. Let's say, it's gonna be good. Buying Patcoin. What about Dentacoin? Dentacoin was my #1 favorite coin back in the day. I asked Ben Cohen. His assistant said no, he's not able to come. Ben is Cohen is very very to himself, and I was like that for a long time. And I realized I need to branch out and, you know, spread my wings and network more and get to know people more. And it has worked out very well. Very happy with this path. But I invited Cohen. He said he can't come. So we'll see. Who else? Can I speak Vietnamese? No. No. Have I invested in Ben Coin? No, I have not. I did before, but no. Crypto Lifer. Where are you diving in from? Do you think disclosure will make BTC pump? What kind of disclosure, Kyle? I'm not sure what kind of. Gambler Degen. I was just in Nashville. Not in the city, but I was on the outskirts. I was in the Smoky Mountains. What was that place? Pigeonhole or Pigeon Ridge. And then there's a little town, Gatlinburg or something. I mean, that's a nice place. That's a nice place. I would not mind going back. I did kind of like a Midwest road trip. And a lot of you guys are following me on Twitter. I'll say Tennessee is pretty fun. It's a fun place. Pigeon Forge, yes. It's a fun place. The best barbecue I've ever had was in Memphis. Okay. I was on Beale Street. I was at BB King, I think. And I had the best ribs and pulled pork I've ever had in my life. So I would say Memphis knows how to do barbecue. I had a lot of barbecue all over the place. And that pulled pork and that ribs was the best I've ever had. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't know about Nashville itself. I didn't hang out in the city, so I don't know how Nashville itself is. Crypto Cambio. It wasn't that bad in Memphis. People were very polite and nice. The Noah's Ark tour, I mean, it took us, I was with family, with others. It took us like 2 hours. That Noah's Ark is amazing. Even if you're not religious, okay, it's an amazing sight. That boat is huge. And it's fun. All right, guys. That's it. Let's conclude. Overall, Bitcoin not fazed by Prime Trust, but the moral of the story is self-custody is the way to go. We got some other big news a new spot Bitcoin ETF coming, and this is also coming. So, all good things. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.